Hello all, Damodaram Pagadala is here, chartered accountant with a passion for teaching. I am the founder of My Career Point Professional Academy for CA, CMA, CS. I hope many of the students here know me. And for the new students, I've just mentioned my name, Damodaram Pagadala. I would like to thank first all the students who have taken participation in the survey that I conducted a week back. The main purpose of conducting that survey is to understand and to make the students to realize how they should connect to the exam and what are the important key elements in clearing the exam. Each student, how they are understanding, how they are taking it. So I want to collect it and would like to share to all the students, because many students are writing the exam over a years. They are just average, on an average, if you take when it comes to especially the important level, intermediate level, the percentage varies between 10 to 30 percentage. So everybody is putting their efforts, the studying hard, but unfortunately many students are not clearing the exam. There may be many reasons. So I would like to analyze what made even a very talented, capable student who is really putting a lot of efforts and have hopes that definitely they will clear in the exam. But unfortunately, at the end, if they get a negative results, so what made them to do like that? Where they are going wrong? So I would like to collect the information from many students and share to all the students. That's the reason I've conducted a survey. And in that survey, I requested all the students give your genuine feedback response. And at the end of the survey, I requested all the students to mention what you expect from anyone. It can be an institute or your own beloved friends or seniors who qualified CA or whom you trust. You might have some mentor, or if you treat me, I'm someone who is there with students always, can guide you. So I request you people to mention your expectations. So what do you want? What you expect from us, so that you can clear in first attempt. If not clear earlier, you can clear in the coming attempt. So that is the reason I asked everybody to keep a post after the survey your expectations. Many students responded. I've gathered all those responses. I summarized commonly close to 14 expectations I've received from many students. That summary also I've shared to all the students. And I mentioned in that message that I'm here, a chartered accountant with passion for teaching. I was in the corporate. I resigned my job only for teaching. I'm not taking this as my profession. This is my passion. I decided to help many students, because when I was doing CA, there was no person to support me. Everything I've done on my own, self-study, understanding the subject, and writing the test on my own, understanding the complexity of the exams, every scenario, every situation, every challenge I faced on my own. So that gave me so much experience, that gave me. Now I'm here to help, share that experiences, whatever I gained through my own self preparation. And also after I resigned job and started an institute last 5 to 6 years, interacted many students. They also taught me, and I also learned from them many lessons, experiences, all put together. I consolidated and I would like to share to all the students. So I promised whatever expectations that student asked for, I will definitely meet those expectations soon, either by way of recording a video or through my voice notes, or I'll request my expert teams to make a call to you, talk to you like that. So this is my first video. It is one of the expectations by the students. The topic today I am discussing here is how to face or answer the questions in the exam. How to handle the questions in the exam. So very important, very critical point in the exam is handling the questions. Based on the experiences that I had and since childhood and also after interacting with many students, after every exam, I used to ask these students, how you felt with the exam paper today? What about the last attempt? How you feel with this attempt? What about with the yesterday's subject? And how you feel with the today's subject? How about accounts? How about taxation? How about costing? When I asked these questions, I used to get different opinions from different background of students. Some students say that today question paper is very easy. Many students says okay, average. And also many students, they say that the question paper is very tough. They tell many reasons. It's very lengthy paper, out of the syllabus, and more theoretical part they asked. So like that, they tell many reasons for saying that the paper is very tough. Here I would like to draw a conclusion. There is no question paper called tough, moderate, easy. According to me, question paper is a question paper. We shouldn't classify the question paper as tough, moderate, easy. Because whether it's a tough or moderate or easy, it depends on individual's performance, hard work, the preparation, level of preparation, how they are in the exam center, how they are reading the questions, how they are interpreting the questions given there, how they are recollecting the answers, application of mind, speed, many things. It matters a lot. So I request my dear students, don't classify question paper as tough, moderate and easy. According to me, every question is easy only because every question is created by a human like us. A human being created the question along with the answer. There is a question is also having a key. So every question is solvable. Every question we can get the answers. Now, I'll tell you the psychology of the students. The moment you read a question, if you are not able to solve, immediately you form an opinion that this question is very tough. This is asked from unwanted chapters, out of the scope. You say that I didn't prepare this chapter, I skipped it. So many reasons you say that the question is tough. But trust me, the moment you read and you come to a conclusion that the question is tough, then actually you are traveling into a wrong route. There is no question called tough question. Every question is having answer. Only thing is, you don't have the answer. Question is not tough. It has answer. It has its own answer. Only thing is that answer you should structure there. You should bring the answer there. Now, so when you are not able to answer a question, there will be definitely two things happen. Either you have not read the question carefully. You have not read the question carefully. Second reason, you don't have concepts in your hand to answer that question. I'm very sure. I'm telling this based on experiences that I've gained from many students. I used to get many students from different institutions, even the students who are doing self preparation. They're taking attempts to attempts. They finally come and meet me. They ask me, can you just help us to clear the next attempt? So I just spend 20 to 30 minutes with each student. I understand, ask them to write many things on the paper. After looking at the paper, I asked many questions. Then I understood that students are not good enough in reading and understanding the question. So when you're not able to solve the question, two things: either you have not read the question carefully, not understood what is given in the question, or you don't have the conceptual knowledge. Now what we supposed to do now? So here you have to spend more time on reading the questions and also application of your knowledge, concepts. The reason why we join in any institution is only to get the conceptual knowledge. Concepts are very important because CA is application oriented exam. You cannot just read, mug it up, remember, and you can't go and reproduce what we used to do in school days. This is a professional course. It requires completely application of knowledge. To apply, you should have a strong conceptual knowledge. I'm not specifically telling because I am an accounts faculty of all the levels of CA, CMA, CS. It's not that I'm telling only for accounts. I'm telling it's applicable to all the subjects, all the levels. It's not specific to any level, any subject. Any subject you take, direct taxation, costing, financial management, law, auditing, any subject, accounts, any subject you take, the principle is same. So we have to do more practice with concepts as well as reading the questions. You take any chapter, it will be having its own framework, clear set of concepts. If you ask me what do you mean by concepts, if you take a practical subjects like accounts, costing, financial management, direct taxation, concepts includes steps, procedure, formula, format, certain notes, principles. These all put together called concepts. Do you have that conceptual knowledge? To gain that knowledge only you have joined an institute. And you depend on the institute and the respective faculty. Each faculty of any institute, they try their level best in giving you conceptual knowledge. That concepts we have to practice a lot. Say for example, you take an account, a cash flow statement. So what we do, we give you a framework. What do you mean by cash flow statement? How to prepare the format, classification among three activities like operating, investing and financing activities, and all other working notes, important calculations, wherever you need to prepare a ledger accounts, and about AS3 important notes that we should make a point there. This all called conceptual framework. If you have practiced with those concepts, steps, procedure, formula, format, notes, important principles, if you have that conceptual knowledge, then you can easily answer the question. You have the key with you. The question they have given, you have the key. You can easily answer that. Though you having with you a concepts, strong foundation, strong conceptual knowledge, but still you are not able to answer the question is the first reason you have not read the question carefully. What we do when we practice with the ICA study material or any other authors or any other material, when you practice, what we do? We just read once the question, we immediately jump into answering. We don't give that much focus on reading the question. Our mind fixed with answer. We have to answer. We have to practice. Nowadays, many students are not practicing with paper and pen. They're just reading the question and glancing the answer. And because we are not sitting with the books, we are sitting with the electronic gadgets. So I used to take a textbook, read the question. I came from Telugu medium. I did everything on my own self-study. I didn't go for classes. So for everything I had to read 3 times, 4 times to understand what is given there. I was having a problem in English. So I used to read it many times. Slowly I will understand one by one sentence, then paragraph, then I'll understand slowly the entire problem. After I understood well the problem, I have the key with me, concepts. I simply go and keep answer it. If I'm not able to read the problem carefully, even though I'm having the conceptual knowledge, there is no point. Because your answer depends on how you interpreted, how you understood the question. Now our focus is more on how to read the question. Conceptual knowledge anyway, everybody will get it. If you're not getting means you're not focusing on your exam, you're not spending time with your study material or any other author's material, you're not focused towards, you're not having interest, you're not sitting with the books. Simple. If you sit with the books or with your friends or if you attend any classes, definitely you will be having the conceptual knowledge. The other side, reading the question is an art. You take any institute, faculty same, syllabus same, topic same, subtopics are also same, the notes given by the faculty same, everything is same. But out of, say for example, if 50 students in an institute, one student is getting a rank, few students are clearing the exam, many students are not clearing the exam. Why this difference? Everything is same. The difference is how individual treat their question paper in the exam center. While we are preparing for the exam, we are not focused towards reading, understanding, interpretation of the question. We are not focused towards that. We focus straight away to the answer. The moment we read the question, we have to answer. If you don't answer, you get tense. You skip that question. You feel that question is a tough. You'll go to the next question. Like that, we are not giving enough time, much practice with the questions given in the ICA study material. Now, so start practicing more on reading the questions, understanding what is given there, interpretation of what they asked, and then bring your conceptual knowledge. You can answer the question. So how to read? How to read a question? How to divide the question? What is called best way of reading the questions? How rank holders treating the questions? Question same. One guy is getting all India rank, one guy is getting all India second rank. 10 to 30% people are clearing the exam, close to 60-70% people are not clearing the exam. Why? Is it depends on something else or treating the question paper? The same question, when you do practice in your home, it will be very easy to answer to you. But the same question when they ask in the exam center, because of fear or the exam environment, for some reason, we feel it's very difficult. That thing should be removed from the beginning, from the day beginning of your preparation. Everybody knows that every CA exam, whatever questions framed there, going to be entirely new. That is the specialty in CA exams. CA or CMA or CS, any professional course in commerce, question paper definitely will be entirely new. So you know that something new situation, new question, new challenge you are going to face. You should be very ready for that, ready to face that situation, handle it, clear it, and you have to get the success. For that you need to have a lot of practice. So my plan or advice here is, every question, divide that into 2 parts. Every question, it can be any subject, question from any subject, divide that into 2 parts. The first part is facts. Every question divided into two parts. The first part is called facts, and the last second part is called main question. You take any question, 99 percentage of the information given there is called facts. Facts means information, details, and the main question is just ends with a single line. The examiner is asking you to do something. Let's take the same example again. Cash flow statement. Say 16 marks question. In cash flow statement, they'll give you a company's balance sheet and a detailed profit and loss account. There are different styles of problems. I'm just mentioning one style. They give you a balance sheet and they'll give you a detailed profit and loss account, and then lot of paragraphs, adjustments they'll give you. And end of the problem question, they'll ask you very simply, prepare a cash flow statement. Here, all the students, they are thinking that the entire thing what is given, one page or 1.5 page. Students sometimes they come and tell, this time question paper is very lengthy, it's running into many pages like that. So if it is 1.5 page question paper, means students are treating it's a very tough question, very lengthy question, waste of spending time here, let's skip to something else. So if you find short questions, half page, a quarter of page or single line questions, you will immediately go and answer it. That is the important mistake that we are doing in the exam center. If the question is very lengthy, they're actually giving you all the information in the question. All the facts that you need, they're giving you. So in this example, cash flow statement, the balance sheet, profit and loss account, and below that lot of paragraphs, adjustments, these are all called facts. 99% of the question contains facts. Just one line, the main question, prepare a cash flow statement. If you just hold a second here and think, what they're asking you is prepare a cash flow statement. The moment they ask you cash flow statement, you have the concepts with you. You know the format, you know how to structure the operating activities, investing activities, financing activities. You know all adjustments plus or minus. You know the working notes. So you have the conceptual knowledge with you. You have the format, you have the formula, you have the steps, procedure, everything you have. Then what is the problem here? The problem is reading the question. Question again here, important part is facts. You have to read the balance sheet, you have to read the profit and loss account, you have to read each and every line, paragraph given there. Just simply reading is not going to help you. You have to be very careful. The examiner is very clever. It seems like the question is already practiced, you know, but at the end you will get a lot of mistakes. Many students, they came and told me previous attempt that they have done well. They are aiming for high marks. Unfortunately, in few subjects, they couldn't clear. They came and they expressed their feelings, all those things. I told, okay, not a problem. You have gut feel. You are saying that you have done well. Why don't we check what you have done, what went wrong, what they are doing it, why they are not giving the marks, what went wrong. Then I advise the students to get the answer sheets and check it up. So he got the answer sheets. When I was sitting with the answers, whatever he has done, the key given by the institute, corrections, when he was doing the comparison and checking all those things, he realized that many mistakes he has done in the answering the question. I'm not telling about one student, I'm talking about many students over a period of my teaching experience. Many students who have gut feel, they've done mistakes here and there, small mistakes that accumulates, that kills the answer so that they are not getting the expected marks. So here, the facts is very important part of the question. We have to read very carefully, line by line. Even is, was, that, of, comma, full stop matters a lot. Sometimes they give information brackets. So these kinds of information facts we have to understand carefully, interpret the way the examiner is given and asking, and those information with the conceptual knowledge you have, we have to structure. This knowledge you have concepts, you can easily structure. What you should do is only the understanding and interpreting the questions. So here I would like to give a best example that happened in my life. When I was doing CA Intermediate 2008, after my accounts exam, first exam accounts paper, I've done very well, very confident, damn sure I'll get exemption like that. Second paper is law. I went to the exam center, I received the question paper. I have a habit of, like, before I go into very detailed reading the questions, few minutes, I just glance the whole question paper. I'll come to know what are the chapters they've asked, what are the topics they're trying to test, and so the complexity of question paper, or how and what way they are structuring. So all those things I'll come to know by glancing it once, and then I'll go very detailed. I glanced, I started reading one by one question in very detail. That's it. I don't know what happened to me. It took for me half an hour to put my pen on the paper. First 30 minutes, I didn't do anything. Each and every question, whatever they asked there, I felt it's out of something. I also felt whether it is a law exam or some other exam. I decided that's it. The intermediate is gone. We have done accounts well, but law is completely different. Not even a single question I was not able to understand. Many problems I faced. I went into a dream, something else. I was actually in the exam center. Only my body was presenting, mind was not there. I went into a sleeping mode. I completely lost my hopes. But the one thing is, since childhood, I'm having a character called, when you have the confidence while you're preparing for the exam from the beginning, you have done so much preparation, so much hard work you put. You revised many times study material. You practiced a lot. You've taken so many self-tests. So when you have done so much practice, efforts you have put, you've done a lot of preparation, revisions, when you have that confidence at the time of preparation, why don't you have the same while you are writing the main exam also? If you are not at all prepared, you've not at all touched the books, you're not focused towards the exam, you're simply roaming here and there and simply sitting directly the main exam, then you don't want to think all those things. When you have a gut feel that you have put a lot of efforts, you practiced a lot, you've done a lot of revisions, you've done thorough study, concepts you are strong, when you have that confidence, you shouldn't lose even if it is the worst situation in the exam center. Yes, I faced the worst situation in my entire CA career, CA Intermediate law paper. I decided let's go out of the exam center, that's how. But after 30 minutes, my childhood character, what I said now, just now, that I recalled, then I started, okay, let's do something. Because of this, shouldn't disturb my entire intermediate examinations. So I started slowly reading one by one question. I just set my mind, let's at least answer one question today. So first question, I just line by line went through, understood the facts, information given there, and then slowly I interpreted what they're asking, what they've given, and then I connected to the chapter. In that chapter I connected to the topic and then subtopic, Then I recalled all the concepts, what I learned in that subtopic and the topic from the chapter. Then I started slowly structuring the answer. Because in law, almost the question paper contains case studies. Many students they think that case study is also a syllabus. They practice a lot with many materials. Case study is a separate question like that. Case study is actually asking from a particular topic, from a particular provision. If you are smart enough in reading and understanding and applying the provisions of from various chapters, you can able to handle any kinds of case studies. So the moment I saw the question paper, it was something new for me, not able to handle. Then slowly I started reading the questions, understood whatever is given, apply the concepts. Then I got the flow one by one, one by one, one by one question. Slowly I moved. I complete the question paper. I came out from the exam center. Still, I'm having that fear. Yo, this we are going to lose in law. We didn't do well. We have not understood the question paper. So the intermediate exam first group is going to over like that. You won't believe me. After results, I checked the law subject. I got 78 marks. So what I'm trying to say is, whatever I'm discussing to you people, the reading the question, divide the question into two parts, facts, main question. This idea I got only after I faced the situation with the law subject. I lost my hopes first 30 minutes. After that, I was calmed down, slowly sitting with the question, reading it, haram se, each and every line, slowly understood what they have given, interpreted, and then connected to the chapter, topic, subtopic, recollected all the concepts, and I structured my answer. I cleared. So, like this, when I sit with the students, many students approach me for clarifying their doubts. Even during the class, the students who attend the class with me, they'll understand. Many students, I have a different teaching style. I'll be recording a separate video on my teaching style, what teaching is the best like that. Here, after my teaching class syllabus completion, I allow the students for a particular period to prepare well from the material, study material, and then I'll conduct doubts clarification session. Open doubts clarification session. I simply go and sit in the class. I allow each student chapter wise, they'll keep on ask me doubts. I think the students who attended can easily guess what I'm going to say now. When they ask doubts from any chapter, any problem, any topic, when they ask doubts, I ask them to read the question and then I ask them to tell what doubts you have. They'll read the question, they tell that this thing is not understand sir, this part is not understanding sir, this question I'm not getting answer. That time I'll ask them, what is the important principle I taught you people during the class? If you're not able to answer a question, what are the two important principles that you have to realize here? So they tell me, yes sir, either we have not read the problem carefully or we don't have the conceptual knowledge. Few students, they're very smart enough, they have very good conceptual knowledge, smarter than the faculty. But they are not able to answer that question. I ask the student first, do you have key with you? Do you have conceptual knowledge with you? Do you know the formula? Do you know the format for this? Do you know the notes for this? Do you know the steps for this? They answer all those things. Then okay, first thing is clear. You have conceptual knowledge, very good. Now again go and read the question carefully. They'll go for second round before me, in front of me, they go for second round reading. Then I'll ask them wherever they are reading it in a wrong way. While reading, you have to be very careful. Wherever you need to give pause, you have to give pause. Commas are there, full stops are there. Lot of information, hidden information will be there. So while reading, you shouldn't read like a plain newspaper reading. While reading, your mind should work a lot. Analyze the facts. interpreting it, connecting to your preparation, connecting to the examples given by the faculty, experience that you gained. You would have been practiced many problems. You've done a lot of mistakes. From those mistakes, you learned the best lesson. All those things you have to connect. Based on that, you have to answer. So I ask the students to go for second time reading, if needed, third and fourth time reading also. Then wherever they do mistakes in the reading, I stop them. I'll just tell them this is not the way of reading. You have to read this way. Then again they read, again they read. Then they themselves at the end read it properly. They themselves answer the question. It's not me who answered the question. Any doubts, clarification, I never answer the question. All my beloved students answer the question. It's an independent professional course. If you are not able to read a paragraph, a page, not able to understand the facts given, interpreted, and you are not able to give back, when you have the key with you, are not able to open, there is no point of preparing for the professional course. So this is my best experience that it happened in my own life when I was doing CA preparation, and from my beloved students I've gained experience. I'm not a great guru of giving you lectures or telling do this, do that. Whatever I speak here is completely based on my own experience that I have gained myself, and my students gave me so much experience. They taught me so much lessons. We all together trying to develop the best way of clearing the CA exams. In that, one important element today addressed called how to handle questions in the exam. Immediately, those who watch this video, immediately sit with any subject, one question which you feel very tough. Apply the principle whatever we told now. You will definitely able to clear any tough questions, and tomorrow you shouldn't tell that this time exam is very tough, moderate or easy. There is no tough, moderate, easy. Every question paper is the same. And you should have a proper preparation, and you should have the proper technique in handling the questions. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I'm not going to ask you like the video, subscribe or put the comment if you like the video. I'm sorry, I'm not doing any marketing here. It's purely for the service of the students. If you really feel something you gained, something you learned for your better preparation of CA exams or CMA CS examinations, try to share this with your beloved friends. I'm trying to approach many students, but there are so many students who are sitting in the dark, not able to understand how to clear, facing so many issues, pressure from the family and all. Try to share this video to many students. Let everybody get benefited. Thanks a lot. One more time, thanks again. I'll meet you with another topic. Thank you.